people say, I can't do maths, I haven't got a maths brain. But this year is all about trying to change that and making sure people realise actually anyone can do maths.
This is about numeracy, people being able to budget, how to understand pensions, tax.
There are 4 strands to the Year of Numbers. One is very much around the curriculum and working with schools in terms of improving teacher confidence and then obviously outcomes for children. The second is working with parents and really getting them very confident, and that will be through the Multiply programme. Thirdly, we're really looking at maths populism, how we can really make maths really, really, really popular. And then fourthly, engaging with industry.
And there are very strong targets that we want 90% of Key Stage 2 students to have numeracy to the expected level.
Together, the Year of Reading and the Year of Numbers, that will mean that by 2025, Essex County Council will have invested £3.5 million additional funds into communities.
We're here at the Billericay School running the family maths event. It's an opportunity for Year 7 and 8 parents to work with their child to see how we teach them key areas of mathematics and to feel more confident about how they can help their child at home.
I do find with my son's homework, remembering some of the stuff that I used to do when I was a child, it goes. So it's interesting to know what the method is that they need to know to be taught. So I'm not teaching something that makes sense to me, but it's different to what they're being taught in the classroom.
And you can see it on their faces where they go, oh, it's actually not as bad as I was expecting. Yeah, I can help them with it and move it forward.
Actually, it's really empowering to then learn those skills for yourself. So now I probably feel a bit more skilled in being able to support with homework.
It's been particularly successful has been our active maths festivals. So that's been working across the whole of the county to deliver a series of festivals for children and young people to take part in really fun and engaging physical activity sessions that bring maths to life. So they're problem solving and they're working in teams and they're solving number problems and finding number solutions using physical activity as the driver. To date, we've worked with over 2,000 primary school children through the festivals. We've also trained up a team of active maths leaders from secondary schools that have helped to deliver this.
We've been working with Essex schools to set up child-led, school-based refill shops where the children sell refills of household products to the wider school community of parents, carers and staff. With the Eco Refill Shop, we tell the children they're in charge. They write their own business plan, and within that they'll work out what their selling prices should be, what they're going to be selling, and then they take on job roles. So we'll have job roles like finance director, buying manager, marketing manager, etc. And then they go on to launch and operate their refill shops. And when they're doing that, of course, they're selling. So they're handling money, there's weights and volumes involved. And so there's a lot of maths that goes into selling at the refill shop. And what we're trying to do is with every container that is refilled, it's one less container that goes into waste.
The role that numbers have been playing there's the obvious side of it, which is things like bar counts and beat counts when we're actually doing beat matching. If you wanted to put on an event and you wanted to budget for that and you wanted to take certain things into account, it's all maths related.
My DJing experience at Basildon Youth Centre, it's been something completely different for me. And it's been something new. I've been able to learn new skills, and that's really important to me as I continue to chase my hobby and my passion.
It's amazing. I want to continue DJing and try and build it as a career.
Today is Cricket for Numbers, and we are playing with elderly people from care homes, and we are getting to play with amazing things like giant catapults.
Like, you wouldn't think that maths was involved with cricket.
It's very special to bring maths to life for children so that they're engaged in a different way to the traditional classroom environment. It really makes them think about how maths affects the real world.
It's been really fun today, and I hope people find out how fun maths is and sport.
So we had artists working in the schools and then separately in the care homes, and in the last 6 weeks they've come together, and it's so nice just to see that magic that happens in the room. You can't kind of recreate it anywhere else, and you can see that it really means a lot to the kids, it really means a lot to the residents that they're interacting with, and yeah, it's just a shame that it doesn't carry on forever.
There's quite a few of the children that I've noticed once we're back at school and we're doing our maths lessons and they're on the carpet, they're engaging a lot more by using the movement as well, because I sometimes refer back to it and then it can trigger them to remember things. So I find them a lot more engaged on the carpet.
I liked figuring out more about maths and PE and learning about it. Instead of just knowing about it, I learned a bit more about it.
Our project with Essex Year of Numbers was create a resource that allows children to hold numbers in their hand before they can hold those numbers in their head. So Number Stacks is built around the premise of physical resources. They're small, colourful, stackable place value counters so that the children can actually build the numbers and physically manipulate them and move them to see what's going on in a calculation, as opposed to just being told some instructions and having to do it. So we've created resource kits that contain all these things, and we have been lucky enough to be funded by the Essex Year of Numbers to provide them to primary schools across the county. We've currently given them to coming up to 200 schools, so that's over 1,300 resource kits handed out. And we know from our website that over 10,000 intervention sessions have been delivered to these children using those resources.
I didn't know that there could be so much maths in baking. I thought it's just a load of fun, but actually it's measuring and seeing how heavy stuff is.
We're at St Thomas More School today, and because it's National Baking Week, our Year 4 class of 30 children are making cupcakes.
At first, we thought that there was just the baking part, but there's also a little bit of maths in it too.
With weighing ingredients, measuring timers, temperature. This is making our maths unit really exciting and getting a real joy of number.
It was really fun because we don't really get to do these stuff.
You laugh when you get stuff all over you and you use teamwork, and it's really fun.
Children might think, oh, do you remember when I was in Year 4 and I made cakes? It makes children see how maths is kind of hidden in lots of things that we do.
My opinion of maths has changed today, because if we didn't have that maths when we're baking the cupcakes, it will not turn out right. It's really satisfying. I think the best part is eating it, but then the second best is making it. Maths is so much funner doing it in crates.